What's up? What's up? Polo 290 here. That's my dog Ginger, just so if you didn't know. Min Pin. And so I haven't been on YouTube in a while. Not that I don't want to, it's just college life ain't easy. I mean, classes are fucking hard. Excuse my grammar, but they really aren't. They're not a cakewalk like high school. The teachers will help you. I mean, the professors can help you, but they don't really want to give you all their time. They've got their lives too. But other than that, let's get back to Gears of War 3. Came out last week. Haven't got a chance to get around to doing a video. So, I mean, I've had a week's time to play it. So, I've definitely had enough experience to say what I think of it. Campaign. The campaign is actually the main reason you want to play Gears. The whole Gears 1, 2, and 3, the storyline and the plot, it's actually really good storyline and everything compared to, say, a Call of Duty or a game that comes out every year, every 2 years. Because they're just going to be like, oh, it's World War II and you're this soldier. I mean, who really cares? I mean, this is actually 4 characters. Well, in this one, it's more than the 4 you started out with in the first 2 games, because pretty much you're the last COG soldiers, and so you introduce Jace, who I guess had a cameo in the second game, and then you introduce Anya, who was from the sidelines telling you, oh, you need to go here, you need to go there. Now she's all suited up, and she's kicking some grub's ass. I mean, the story is really good. I'm not going to spoil anything, but obviously there's people going to die. I mean, it's a video game. It's a shooter. Somebody has to die, you know? I'm not exactly going to say who, but I didn't expect the ending. But supposedly at the beginning of the game you find out Marcus's dad is actually still alive after somehow dying, or supposedly dying from the first game or whatever, around then. So you start off the game in the prologue, pretty much just playing through a dream of what you think your dad's getting killed, and really he's alive. I won't say much more than that. Campaign is definitely a 10 out of 10. I'm not going to lie. If you don't like third-person shooter, that's not my fault, but it's just your personal preference, and you have your own opinions. So, now as for, say, the graphics actually look pretty decent, but this is the modern-day century. Most of the games coming out should be fairly decent graphic-wise, unless, of course, it's a Wii, or you're playing, say, a game like Borderlands, who has arcade graphics for a reason. Give it that arcadey kind of feel. So the graphics are good. I give them about 8.5, 9, you know. And then multiplayer has kind of been the same throughout all 3. I mean, they've added weapons, say, like the Hammerburst and the Retro, and you got the Sawed-Off too. And then the Digger, that's a really good gun. I like it, but it just seems like, I mean, I played the beta, and the Digger in the beta, I mean, I could just like pop it through a couple of walls and it piles under them, or pile drive, I don't know what you want to call it, the dig under it, Digger, and come up, pop out, and blow up like a grenade kind of thing. It's pretty cool. But ever since the game actually came out, the Digger really doesn't, unless somebody's really got their back to you, they usually can pretty much do a little dive, little somersault kind of dive, and they could get hit by it, but they won't get killed. And it just doesn't work as efficiently. I mean, it's still good, because you get those people that'll camp every here and there, and it'll definitely get them caught off guard if they're not paying attention. And when I started off playing Gears, I've always used the Lancer, and I mean, I don't care what everybody says. I just think it's accurate and it's pretty powerful. But the hammer burst is really accurate, and the one-shot bursts, you kind of go through your ammo really quick, and so you kind of have to know where to use that, pretty much for mid to long range. And then the retro is really strong. I'm not gonna lie, if you're playing this close quarters map, I would recommend the retro. I mean, it's strong for a reason, but they changed it up and made it not so overpowerful by giving a lot of kick to it. So you kind of have to either shoot it in bursts or continuously hit down on the left stick while you're shooting it, because it's going to just pretty much go up, keep going up as you shoot it. But it's really powerful close range. That's why I've been trying to use it lately. It just has been working for me. Plus, I got to get my 200 kills for executions, so got to do those. And then the shotguns. The Gnasher's always been in all the games. It's always been the bread and butter shotgun. But I've just found out, I started off when I played with the Gnasher, and it works, but it's kind of a, you gotta aim it kind of thing, and I've seen just ridiculous shots where it's just like I'm walking like away from a person and then a roadie run, and somehow they manage to shoot me from a distance with the Gnasher. And it's just kind of ridiculous when it comes to range. But I mean, I switched up to it because my friend's just like, dude, I'm using the sawed-off, and I've been using the sawed-off lately, and I'm not gonna lie, I do a lot better with the sawed-off because it's pretty much if you get close enough, boom, you burst them into pieces. You don't even have to knock them down or execute them like you do the Gnasher sometimes. Of course, they made it not so overpowerful by making it a freaking long-ass reload. I mean, you get in a battle with two guys, you might as well either hope you killed both of them with one shot, or you might as well start trying to, like, melee with it, because it's pretty long reload. But I've actually gotten a couple times where I either hit him, knocked him down, the second guy down with the melee hit, or I went around a corner, got enough reload, the guy's still chasing me, turn around and blast him with it. But the multiplayer, I mean, I seem to like it for the most part. I mean, it's definitely not the strongest point. I mean, campaign, you make a trilogy for story. I mean, you don't really, the multiplayer is kind of like a second thought. I mean, it's still good, but my friends, they just don't want to play with me online. My one friend said he's probably going to trade it back in, and it's just like, are you serious, dude? It's like, it's not that terrible, but multiplayer I'd probably give about a 9. So overall I'd probably a 9.5 average out. And if you haven't got Gears of War 3, I mean, it's probably the first one, or the best one to start if you haven't played any in the trilogy. It's, I mean, they have 2.5, 3 years to polish it off and make sure it was a lot better than the lag of the second one online, and you got the dedicated servers, which are really nice. And so I can't really complain too much. Gears of War 3 is easily, hands down, the best out of all 3 games. Not saying the story mode on the first or second one is bad, but the third one's just, overall, the complete package, it's definitely, you get your bang for your buck. You get $60, it's totally worth it. But Bullet 290, just with stating my opinion, Bullet 290 is out.